Welcome back to another episode of the Caffeinated Weebs Podcast. This is episode 14, and we're going to be talking about Tokyo Revengers Part 1. Basically up to that mid-season finale point.
And the only good part.
Yeah. What do you mean the only good part?
We'll get to it.
Gosh.
I'll kill you!
I'm one of your hosts, Shawnee095.
I'm Danbyytv.
I'm Psychometry.
And I'm Sashasstreams, but a killed his fool.
And I don't know if y'all remember, but last week, we were left with a little cliffhanger whenever Psycho's internet dropped. Please, continue your cliffhanger.
They've been holding on to this for like a whole week. Morty Artie the Patriot. If you like Sherlock Holmes takes, this is a really good one. Been holding on to that one. It was so good. A casual watch, by the way. I mean, if you ever want to talk about it, we can, but I'm just saying, casual watch, it's really good.
No, we definitely can. Yeah, that would be a good one to do after Tokyo.
It's got a banger OP for the first season, or the first part. Second part had a banger ED. And just all around the whole way, the series is just good. Think the Death Note, like chess games, like mind games, but like the whole way through with one cast of characters.
We also have to figure out what's going to go on this weekend, since I won't be here.
Yeah, and we're going to have to figure that out. By the way, Sasha, you are quiet.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I turned myself down a little bit because it was picking up a lot of background noise.
Anyways, we're going to have to figure out what type of topic we're going to do for next week or this weekend. But other than that, what was y'all's take on, or how'd y'all feel about the opening and the ED as well?
I actually really liked it.
I really liked it as well.
Usually I see that kind of stuff as a little bit more J-poppy, and I'm not usually into it, but this one stood out. I can kind of actually
remember. Pretty hype.
And I really liked the visual.
I honestly, I really enjoyed it too.
Probably out of all 24 episodes, I've watched every single opening and outro.
Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, probably.
I don't really skip them, honestly. Except at the end sometimes when I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers. That's it. Next episode.
True.
Fair enough.
Which has happened on more than one occasion.
They do hit you with a lot of cliffhangers, almost, if not worse than what Psycho did to us last week.
Dude, this fucking, I guess it was kind of a prelude, but it was rough, man. There was a couple of nights where I stayed up a little bit too long, because I was like, I can't just stop here. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
That's fair.
Yeah, they're constantly hitting you with that, I gotta see what happens next vibe.
Yeah. They make the most dramatic shit happen right at the end. I'm like, oh, well, alright. Guess we're going
you
again.
got me. Another episode. Let's go.
I think in my first little watch session of it, I think I watched 8 or 9 episodes. It's pretty hard to stop watching.
It's a really good fucking anime, man. I'm really impressed.
I've been seeing a lot of hype about it on TikTok and everything. I wanted to see it for myself, and it looked like a good recommendation for the podcast. It reminded me a lot about Drop.
Yeah. I'm actually really getting into this delinquent anime type shit, man.
He just wants to see more people beating each other up in gangs.
Dude,
That's
honestly, this has some of the most brutal fighting I've seen.
More 30-year-old middle schoolers.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
weird.
I give it props for which studio was this that did this?
That's a good question. I don't remember which
I
studio it was.
do not know.
The only English that I saw in the opening was Crybaby and then something. So
Yeah, that was for the band.
I'll
the
give
song.
them props here, which is in this this first half. All of the fight animation felt weighty, felt impactful. It felt brutal watching our main protagonist here take a beating.
Leiden Films.
Ooh.
That's the studio.
They do some good work, dude. That's felt bad for the dude every step of the way.
It was some really good. Honestly, everything was super fluid and smooth. Nothing was like kind of weird skip frame animation. You know that you sometimes see in some of these.
None of the fights were boring.
Yeah, honestly, whenever it was like a full on fight, it was hype as shit.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so they did the 2016 Berserk as well.
Did they really? That is a step up.
Or
holy shit.
Actually, no, it doesn't have them. I guess maybe they just helped out with some or something like that, because they're not like the first on the list of it.
They probably assisted.
They just assisted in producing it. That's all.
That would taint their reputation. Oh man.
Yeah, they helped with producing.
Yeah,
they
I'd just be like, damn, they really overhauled their entire production team. It's
they were like,
from
all
not
right,
knowing the basics of cinematography to this.
We were really fucked up here.
All right, everybody, back to college.
Back to film school. We'll try it again from the top.
We'll get it right this time. We'll actually pass our courses. How about that?
But holy hell, like everything about this, I really did not have very many issues that I can even recall.
That's kind of like a record for you, I think. Because almost everything we watch, there's at least like, even if it's little, there's always something.
There's always something that's like, this could be worked on. But here, like, there was okay, so typically I hate like the time travel shit because it's super inconsistent. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's just it's stupid. It's subject to the will of the writer. Here, it's super immutable rules. Like, once you figure out this is the way it works, it doesn't fuck with you again. Like, it doesn't like, oh, but except this one time or something like that.
No, they're really consistent about it.
What?
Yeah.
That's like,
they're extremely consistent about it.
yeah.
And don't talk shit about Erased.
Oh,
What?
no. Erased was so bad.
Well,
What's going
they
on?
never gave the how it happens.
And that's my issue, is that there are a lot of these time travel redo my life type animes out there where it's like they don't explain what happens. It's basically just you got isekai'd pretty much.
Yeah,
And that's my
Back
issue,
to
is
the
if you're
past.
not willing to take the time to at least, like, I don't even need an explanation as to
Explain.
why it works. Just give me a mechanic. And, this is what Tokyo Revengers does. There's a mechanic that they can fall back on that works. Steins Gate, there's a mechanic that works. He has his phone. That's what it is.
Yeah. And here it's not like it just happens.
I died, or like God decided that this is going to happen
Like, time
whenever he
passes
feels
on.
like it. It's
Yeah,
not Deus
Tanya.
Ex Machina.
Yeah.
It's used more as a skillful story tool rather than a crutch and just like a story beat.
And by the way, Psycho, this studio is also the studio that did Seven Nights.
Oh, hey.
Is it really?
Yep.
Would not have expected that.
No, honestly, same.
Seven Nights fight animation was pretty decent.
Mhm.
Animation was nice, but I don't know. I didn't really care for it.
Oh wait, Seven Nights Heroes.
The last anime we covered.
No, that last anime we were supposed to cover.
Oh, yeah.
The Lost episode.
Wasn't
The
even
non-existent
doesn't
episode.
exist. Yeah. Lost implies the creation and therefore mishandling of the episode for it to be lost. It never existed. Existed in my mind, maybe. It's lost in my memory. How about that?
I didn't think it was such a bad episode. If anything, if you want sometime, we can always just talk about it, just the two of us.
Yeah.
I
I'm
just
okay with
the fact that I knew it was a mobile game based thing.
Yeah, it's like the
second I
most
watched
the
that
most
car
I can
whipped
say
out.
about it is that it was decent for being anime and source material original. It's not even based off of the game per se, like maybe the rules. From what I understand of summoning the heroes and whatnot, but it's like that whole thing was entirely original.
Well, yeah, but the second you see him whip out that card, it's like,
My gotcha alarms are ringing.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like,
Where have I seen that before?
I instantly, the second I saw her pull her card for the first time, I was like, all right, give me a second. Paused it, looked it up, and sure as shit, fucking Japanese gotcha game.
Yep.
Sasha has a knack for these kind of things. He has an instinct. He knows.
I can feel
He
when they're
finds it
trying
real
to
quick.
siphon from my wallet.
He knows when the whales have funded this animation before his very eyes.
I can smell it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, King's Game, wasn't that like a
It was-
novel?
It was based off of a phone novel and then a manga. Which,
Did it actually have a manga?
yes, that's what I was.
Oh,
Remember,
surprising.
I told you I was going to go and read it, and oh my god, it's just fucking. I didn't gain anything from it. I didn't learn anything new from it. I just got like more upset with the state of humanity.
What?
Because, like, if
Humanity,
you
you've disappointed me once again.
If you fucking actually read through the King's Game, like the Osama game manga, it's just like half of the pages are page turns of just nothing but full panel dead body and like deaths and shit. And it's like, I can only take this so much until I just kind of need to put it down. And
I mean, isn't
do
that
something
typical
else.
of the horror genre anyway?
Well,
That's what my another manga looks like.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
but if you're thinking about it between the difference of like Junji Ito, who uses those full pages, but it's a suspenseful horror. It's something that you yourself are doing to yourself.
Yeah, but are you
You're
really
making
about to
a
compare
decision.
King's Game to Junji Ito?
No, well, no. In the same principle of they're trying to use that full page turn of shock, but they use it constantly, and it's just nothing
Oh.
but blood and gore.
You get really used to it.
It's just
You-
desensitizing
Doesn't
you.
phase you anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just sitting there like, this is all this is, really? I was looking for more
Disappointment.
because it really didn't tell much more.
Yeah.
I mean, suppose not.
I would have been okay if it would have gotten a second season.
I guess this is
That was
another one
insane.
of the cases where we were talking about back with the anime, which is just like you had so much to work with, and you've somehow made this
Yeah,
so
you
nothing
did
but
this.
disappointment.
Exactly. But going back to a way better handled scenario, fucking Tokyo Revengers, I love it. The style, the aesthetic, the weird way that half of them seem like fucking late teens, early adults.
Yes, for being middle schoolers.
Late 30s.
Draken's about the worst of it, but I love it.
Well, I mean, okay, so real quick, I will say like one thing, like our main character, his adult self looks like he should almost be a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, he looks like he never physically grew up, which that may be
Yeah.
more of a thing of like not only trying to make him recognizable, but also kind of signaling to the viewer that he really has a lot of growing to do and he's really not there at adulthood yet.
Yeah, but you gotta think that's hella rough because he's like 12 in this manga, right? Or like 13. And like
12, 13, yeah.
by the time he's 21, he hasn't grown anything. It's just like, man, when even puberty can't save you, that kind of sucks.
No, he's about 25 then, because it was 12 years.
Yeah.
Was it
But-
12? I thought it was like 10.
No, 12.
No, it was 12
No, it was
years.
12.
Okay.
But yeah,
What a
it's
weird
just
number.
kind of showing him that it's not that he's not fully grown, that he's still kind of a child in a somewhat man's body.
I
But
know.
like
But
honestly,
realistically speaking, though, right? It's just like, regardless of when he grows in the plot, we all still know he's never going to grow physically,
yeah.
and that's just depressing.
well, maybe not. I mean, so with the way he's going, like if you start like actually getting in fights and working out and shit, and I mean, we do see that there is a point
Physical
where-
changes.
Yeah, physical changes, like where he gets stabbed in the hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just like, we expect that if he becomes top man, he'll be like swole by the end of it.
It'd be kind of cool.
That'd be funny. Goes
But
from a
either
manlet
way-
to like all of the monsters he sees around him.
I mean, honestly, either way, like, I am very much enjoying the way that, like, he's... You can feel the character's growth.
Yeah.
He's becoming something. He's not just like, oh yeah, the situation is slightly changing me. Like, no, he is growing up and becoming a man. And it's fucking great.
After each time he comes
Slow.
back and he
Yeah, everybody's like,
Naoto
man, you
goes,
seem different.
You changed. You seem different. You're not a wimp anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they even notice, like, his girlfriend notices that, like, this is adult. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Tokimichi.
Adult you now. Yeah, adult Tokimichi instead of
Like him
her
being
usual.
childish. Yeah, kid.
yeah.
I kind of wish they would have given us like a view on what he was like as just his like kid self,
It
Not
would have
with
been
his, like,
nice.
25-year-old mindset.
But if you really think about it, that's kind of the way he was before he went back. Like, he never really had changed.
True.
Because, I mean, you even hear, oh, God, why am I
There's
forgetting her
one
name
point-
right now?
There's one point where he like has a whole like relapse about talking about how after he left school and everything, all he was just doing was just like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Being
sorry.
Yeah,
apologetic,
being a wimp.
Yeah,
Basically,
just
just
the
like-
entire time. So it's not until basically he has that whole mindset change where he actually starts to grow. So yeah,
Turn that mindset into a grind set, Takemichi.
You sell those movies.
Tokimichi.
You be the best goddamn bookseller dude in the store. Show that manager who's boss.
He'd better, like, eventually get out of that fucking shit dead-end job, man, because that's embarrassing.
wait and see.
Yep.
Wait and see.
Yep,
Wait and
I'm-
see.
I am, like, so...
So you were talking about how like they kind of go over how the time travel thing works, right?
Yeah.
With the handshake with Naoto. Now the question is though, is why is it just with him?
No,
See,
that's something
that's
that
my
they
question.
haven't explained. Yeah,
That I feel like is what just their anime logic. I don't know. It's just
Well, okay,
Just for
so
the
guesses.
the way I think it might be is because he is the only one he actually told about what's going to happen. He's kind of his anchor point throughout time.
Okay, you know what? That makes sense. I can jive with that.
then
I feel
he
it.
said
Because
that
it's not just him, like as a child, but also
Mhm.
as an adult. So
and he said he
Okay.
the person I don't remember the name of the guy he was shaking hands with, do all that.
Naoto, he
No.
actually believed him.
Yeah, he believed in that type of stuff too. Like
Mhm.
how those things could happen. So maybe that had something to do
Which is
with
so
it.
strange though, because like Akun, whenever he first runs back into him in the present day, he goes, "You really can go through like travel through time, can't you?" So that's wild. That like he just instantly is like, "This is what happened. I know."
well, okay, but if you think about like how he all of a sudden like your friends are going to know the first thing if something's weird with you. So when he starts like acting like an adult out of nowhere and being like, "So, what do you think it's gonna be like after we're all gone and everything?" And then he just goes back to normal and shit. And I mean, you've already probably gotten the order to kill him once for whatever reason. You don't know why because you haven't seen him in years and years. It's a thing.
Okay, well, that's fair, but he explains also there, though, that he got an order to kill him. Wait, was that there he explains it, or later
Yeah.
he explains it?
I mean,
Either way, he explains it that he was the one who tries to push him into the train.
Oh, well, yeah,
So-
and at that point, I guess it would be even more obvious to him because it was like, motherfucker, I pushed you, and the second that happened, somebody was there to save your ass.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, at that point, the original one, there was no one there to save him.
Well, right, but he doesn't remember that because that was a different time. And so, in honestly, kind of
So-
like multiverse theory, but...
But either way, well, no, it doesn't make any sense, though. Like,
So the way it happened first was he got saved, or he died.
no,
He
yeah,
goes back, he
but
comes back, but
the
Naruto
whole
saves him.
point, the whole point of it is to get rid of people who are close to Mikey.
Yeah.
That was the whole point of this. But here's the thing. He would have never gone close to Mikey if he never, like, grew some balls and stood up for himself with that guy. They explained that, like, he spent that entire summer, that entire time in school, being that guy's bitch. So if he never stood up for himself, he would have never been noticed by Mikey. Therefore, him and his girl would have never been a target,
He
like
might
how
not
they
have been.
were.
Well, he might not have been the first person to push him off then at that point.
But still, like, the only reason why he was ever a target was because he was close to Mikey.
Well, right. But what I'm saying is, maybe the first person who pushed him wasn't actually Akun, because every time he goes back, some things still happen the same way. Like, we've seen that in a couple of different places where, like, yeah, you may have stopped this certain person, but it still says he's going to die this certain day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it like, in the same way that I think this show tries to hammer home the idea that some things are just immutable in time. And I think it does that really well.
Yes.
Because it shows you that
Oh
no
my
matter
God.
how much you try to circumvent something, some things are just going to happen.
Bro, get ready for the second half. Oh, it's so
I
good.
am fucking
Yeah,
ready.
it's the same.
Cool.
It's the same thing they do in Steins Gate, where they say there's like a major action. Like, I don't remember what it was called. It was like a major point in time, and it takes drastic actions to change your course from that action.
Yeah, and I mean, even if he does change it, because remember, like, the first time he stops the fight with Mobius, but now there's a new gang, and it's the same fight.
It's still the same, like,
So-
it's still Mobius, but it's like a slightly different Mobius. Yeah.
Yeah, well, so maybe in this point it wasn't Akun, but then it was. Because then now he was, like, friends with Mikey.
I think there's a different inconsistency I'd like explained,
It might be an inconsistency.
which
or
is
again, it
to
might
say,
just be
how
that
did
bad.
he first travel back in time, right?
Well, from dying.
Because the only
So-
way, because he only gets saved by Naoto after the first
Yes.
crossing, and that's
There
why Naoto
are-
becomes a cop and whatnot.
Well, but that's kind of like the
And-
isekai dying and then going back.
Unfortunately, you do learn later on that there is another way for him to travel.
I don't know how I feel about that.
And yeah,
Okay,
and
okay.
that's all I'm going to say right now. I mean, obviously that kind of like tells you what it is, but
Sounds like you read the manga. You know something?
no, I've already watched all of it. Me and Dan
Watched
watched
all of
it
it.
prior,
Yeah.
before Dan actually recommended it.
Yeah.
I am ready to get to the end because honestly, like, I was having trouble stopping watching even after that mid-season
Yeah.
thing because it's like
No, honestly, the
mid
mid-season's like, it's hard to stop there. It really is.
because
Okay,
it's
but
like,
my
oh man,
guess
this
here,
crazy shit
based on
just
your
happened.
wording, is that he can probably go back if he dies. So, okay, inconsistency explained. Thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly, half the time I'm like, why does he even just go back? Why not just fucking live it? This seems like a way better deal.
Well, so the reason why he goes back is because he wanted to make sure that the girl lives. That's the only thing.
Well, I guess that's fair. Yeah, if you pass your chance up, then you're fucked.
hmm
There's probably also the worry that if he like changes way too much, then it's a future he can no longer predict. Like, he hops back and forth because he can at least predict what cause and effect will occur. If he just stays in the past of all 12 years, he's not going to know what's going to happen like 10 years down the line, right? And then it might be too late to change things.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't try to join Tomon earlier. Honestly,
Yeah, and it is a big surprise, especially after Mikey gives him the jacket and everything.
yeah, I was like, okay, I guess he's part of the Tokyo Manji. All right, well, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I love the script on there, by the
Basically-
way. Center of the universe.
It's all about me, baby.
and so that one, basically him getting the jacket, that's basically our midpoint. Well, not necessarily not our midpoint. That's our last point of the past.
For now.
Yeah, for now, until we get to part 2. Which then the big old cliffhanger of part 1 is him going back and finally meeting back up with her again.
It's so much worse the second time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Dude, it's so sad.
It fucking hurts, man. I just heard the he was like, "Oh, you were supposed to be in there," and then he just walks away. And I'm like, no,
Yep.
no, you don't, no, you
You're
fucking
not
don't.
in the car. Oh, well.
I was like, no, you fucking don't. No,
You can't escape him.
But there's all the awkwardness between them leading up to it.
Oh,
Like,
it's
you
so
can tell
adorable.
they still care for each other.
it's so wrong.
Why?
Seriously.
No. Okay, but
And he says the same thing he said when he jumped off the building.
yep.
The crybaby hero
Save us, our
basically.
crybaby. Yeah.
All right, I understand now. The author has something against someone named Akun in his past, and he's got something against, was it Hina?
Well, to be fair, he Akun is one of the ones that he cares about the most. It seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
That's
has like
one
the
of, like, his
worst
Which makes
closest
it
fate.
friends.
even more fucked.
I'm saying the author
it's all
doing him
'cause he's
dirty
so
because he has the
scared.
worst fates.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't wait till we get
Man.
into the second season because that the dude with the tattoo is fucked.
Oh, the one with the sin and punish or whatever, I think the hand tattoos
No,
are?
no. I was talking about the other guy.
Oh,
but
the lion tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you started watching.
Oh God. Doink. Oh Jesus.
it gets good.
It's just- oh man.
God.
But yeah, no, that
Anyways.
dude's fucked too. I don't. It's kind of weird him just coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, they do explain that too, why he was MIA for the meantime.
Oh, okay, good. Because it was like,
Yeah.
man, this dude just came out of fucking straight up nowhere.
But so the whole thing with her pinned in the car, she can't feel her legs and everything because
Yeah, there's a
But
fucking like
he-
transmission through her stomach.
but he doesn't want to leave her and everything, and then he confesses that he still loves her. I was like, stop.
The please, the feels, it hurts.
That shit hit, man.
I mean, he
It
It
he should have
fucking-
just known based on her just having the necklace on that he got her.
right. That's
And he
my
was-
same thought.
And he was going, "No way, that's not. She doesn't still like me. Like even though like he knows
It's
it's
like,
his."
bro, it's right
Yeah,
there.
he's got a
Chief.
bad case of main character dumbass syndrome.
right.
Main character
I mean,
head ass.
Yeah.
To be fair, he is just like, he's not all there the entire time.
But the thing
He
is,
kind
Not
of
all there
a
in general.
marble brain.
the thing is, just before he came back to the future, he literally just gave it to her.
I know.
So
Yeah.
like,
Fresh in his
it's
memory.
still like
right?
he would forget.
Well, I mean, it's
And-
not that he forgot. He was just in denial of like, no, she just got a new one, right?
Yeah.
Well, shoot your
And
fucking
then, like,
shot.
during the opening and the ED, all like you see of her is with that damn necklace.
And I mean, even if like, if she did get a new one, it's probably she got it in the same style because she gave a shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, absolute head ass.
Speaking of relationships, though, and let's do a side tangent, but I think I have a theory that he's technically not a virgin in the first iteration of himself.
Why?
Am I wrong or am I wrong?
I'm pretty
don't-
sure he's
You
always
mean-
he's
because
always
we-
said it.
Huh?
He's
Because
always
we
said
see
he
in
was
his
a virgin.
second time going out, right, is that he returns to almost banging what's his face's girlfriend.
Almost.
That's only because he was
Well, yeah, that's
the
only-
whole the Mikey friendship happened.
Yeah, he was never there in the first
Oh,
place.
right.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
that
Oh
was,
shit, I'm thinking this. Okay, yeah.
So, yeah.
and she also only did that
I
for
gotta get I gotta get a
Draken.
fucking flowchart of this shit. So hard to keep
Like,
track
yeah.
of.
To be fair, adding time travel into any story convolutes and complicates it immensely. But this show in specific does a really good job of keeping it at least
Okay,
mostly
so
straight.
then second iteration of him would technically not be a virgin then. There we go.
Well, no, because I mean, he woke up and he was like, "Oh
They didn't
no."
bang.
He didn't. Sick
No.
PP.
That would technically be third iteration, right?
Then what's second iteration?
Because that's so second. So first iteration is base him before all the time travel. Second iteration is the first time. So technically, second iteration of him would have banged Emma.
Well, no, because the way that works.
But they didn't bang yet.
Well, yeah, because the way it works is it goes day by day, so it wouldn't have actually happened yet. Because like he goes back each like to that specific date and time.
Well, yes,
Each
but
time
he
he goes back.
interrupted that flow of time as it would have happened, and that's why they didn't bang. But if he had it have been left uninterrupted, that he would have, right?
I
Probably.
guess so, but it seems like he didn't know about it anyways. So
Anyway, that's just the theory I wanted to put it out there.
He cock-blocked
technically
himself.
Banged he technically banged Emma in one of the timelines.
Yeah.
maybe.
Very possible.
He,
It would have happened if he didn't come back into the body right there. Yeah.
If he didn't come
Yes.
come block. cock block himself.
Jesus
Very
Christ!
Cock block himself. Yes, come block.
Oh my God!
He did. Yeah, he did both.
Very nice. Very nice.
Uh,
Good job, boys. Thank you for entertaining my
But-
theoretical.
it's so
Back
fucked
to the main
that
focus.
like she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this to try to get Draken's attention. It's like, yeah, I guess.
Nice try with this. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Who knows?
Win.
Man's an absolute head ass as well.
Sorry, I can't say that anymore. That'll get us canceled.
I didn't even hear what you said, so it works.
All right, okay.
What? So, do y'all want to talk about the fight?
Which one?
Which one?
Please be more
Well,
specific.
okay, my bad. The fight.
Which one?
Does that help?
Do you know how
motherfucker.
that narrows
Do you understand how little that narrows it down?
That really does not narrow
Okay.
it down at all.
Sorry,
The
the one where he
fight
toughens up, the
where
one where
people
Draken gets
literally
stabbed, the
almost
one-
die.
Okay, you're talking about the one.
So the one where Draken
The
gets stabbed.
fucking fight.
No,
The
don't
gang
call
war.
it the fight. Yeah, the one between Tomon and Valhalla.
Fuck. What did they call it in the newspaper? I don't remember.
Bloody Halloween.
Was it Bloody Halloween?
Yeah,
Bloody
Bloody Halloween.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Bloody Halloween. Because dude, that one. Oh, it was so good.
It was a really good episode. Man, that entire fight was just like, all right, let's fucking go, man. You could do this.
I liked
Mhm.
seeing all the individual commanders' fighting styles. So that was very cool.
Yeah, they were all
Yes.
really actually super different and interesting. And
My
just
fa-
fucking Baji.
Fucking Baji.
Big
Yeah.
Baji energy.
My favorite one was the dude that just smiles constantly and laughs.
Oh, the fucking dude
remember-
with pink hair, yeah.
Yeah, the dude is fucking hilarious. Even during serious scenes, he's just laughing and smiling. It's great.
Oh
Yo,
yeah, he's just always
Mikey, though. Mikey out
Dude-
here
dude fucking-
representing. If you ain't buff, just use your legs.
Just fucking pulls
You
a
ain't tall,
180
you ain't
with his
buff.
legs.
Yeah. Fucking
dude,
pull
I
a
mean,
front flip on a dude and like bash him over the top of his head.
that delivers a
honestly.
hell of a lot of force too. Honestly, it's legs are a lot stronger than hands or arms.
especially Mikey's.
Yeah,
With a
especially
flip flop.
when you just straight up kick a motherfucker right in the jaw and just launch him.
Talk about getting the chancla, nah.
Dude, I don't know if you guys have seen. Well, you probably did through all the goddamn ads on Crunchyroll, but
No.
The ad part of Tokyo Revengers where he just straight up yeets the dude who was running the fight ring. I love watching that every time.
I didn't see that one, no, but I remember that part. Yeah.
I just like seeing all of Mikey's kicks because they all like
Shit,
they're
look
all,
like fucking
they all
hurt.
like, fucking powerful as shit.
You see the
No.
dude's like face cave in and just fly.
I'm trying to remember. I know that I can't talk about this because it's technically part 2, so I'm just gonna stop there.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Oh, jeez.
Like, I really like Mikey, but he is not a smart guy at the same time.
Well, no.
He really isn't.
I mean,
What do you mean?
He's not smart.
He's not smart. He is a fucking brainlet, just like the rest of them.
I think he is smart, but he acts like a kid. Like, you know, like he really.
Okay, so he's intelligent. He's just not smart, which are two kind of different things. Like he's perceptive, and he obviously understands more than he lets on, but he's also an idiot. He can't remember that he needs to fill a gas tank, or you know, just very basic shit that you would have learned by now, which is part of why Draken has to. That
was part 2 that you talked about, by the way, the gas tank thing.
Oh, fuck, that's right, shit. But anyways, just anecdotal. But yeah, he's very childlike and forgetful, which is why Draken is so important to him, because he is not only his, you know, functioning heart, but also his teacher in a way.
Pretty much.
You see him learn pretty much most of what he does through.
He reminds him about being humble and everything. Yeah,
that's why I like Draken. Yeah. He's the only like humble character in like everything.
Dude,
he's the most.
Plus, he's a fucking tank.
Oh yeah.
He oh my god. During that whole gang fight, he took out so many fucking people before everybody even showed up.
Yeah, dude can dish out as much as he can take.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the dude's flashback?
Wait, Draken's flashback whenever he's like young in the
yeah. In the fucking
in the red light district.
And he's like,
yeah.
Hey, I'm going to school. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you want to fucking talk before class? It's like, that's a kid!
Oh, that shit was heavy dying.
That was a bro moment.
It's like, bro, he's going to school!
I mean, fuck, who wouldn't want to tug before
he's
school?
He's a middle schooler. Yeah. And then like, hey, you want me to, you know, give you a quick tug?
It's like, bro, what the fuck? Chill. And he's like, yeah, no thanks, bye. Man's patrolling them thoughts.
God, it's fucking wild.
But then he just goes out and gets a fucking tattoo as well.
It's a pretty cool looking tattoo, though.
Pretty sick.
It's so funny, though. He's like, yeah, man, I want this tattoo. Yes, a head tattoo? Hell yeah.
He's like, you sure temple tattoos hurt a lot? He's like, yeah, just do it.
And then just the fucking yeah. Just the crying and everything. No, Draken, he's honestly one of my favorites, yeah.
So who all watched this in dub?
Me, actually, and I really like the dub.
I watched part of it in dub.
Well, so there is a problem at the end where the very end of the series is not in dub, but we'll get there when we get there.
Not yet.
How does it differ in the dub?
Dan, you watched a bit of both, or
I haven't really noticed anything different.
No noticeable differences?
They've got a really good
nothing noticeable.
Seems like.
Alright.
At least from what I've seen. There might have been like some little things, but nothing like big.
I feel like the localization team did a very good job here, because I feel like they were very in tune with their parent company.
Man, I guess certain animes. Oh no, I tried watching bottom tier character Tomozaki-kun recently. But for whatever reason on my Switch, the Funimation
I
app,
love that, dude.
The Funimation app only did dub, and I was like, oh god, what? Who did they cast for this dude?
But
I really enjoyed the sub of it. No, it's good. It's funny. It's funny.
No, bottom tier voice actor.
Because the goal for Tomozaki-kun, as I understood it, is he's supposed to be this deadpan character, but the English voice actor just sounds depressed the whole time. I'm like, there's a difference between depressed and deadpan.
You mean like fucking IMO?
Like, he just sounded emo the whole time. I'm like, ugh. And
I think IMO's voice would have been better.
Yeah, like that would have been better because he was like trying to explain like Smash mechanics on why he was like better than the other dude he was facing in the first episode, but he was saying in like Oh, how do I explain this? It's like if your English teacher was like half asleep and also really sad.
It's me.
I'll be back in shit.
I was like, I can't listen to this dude, bro. You're making me sad now. I was like trying to get the dub or the sub going, and it wouldn't go, and I just couldn't watch it. I was just like, I'll watch it on the PC later. But yeah, that's what I was asking.
Watch out about the Funimation.
Because even as recent, some animes, if they don't get the proper treatment, it's like it can go. It becomes a bit unbearable.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I really did enjoy that one though. That was a good watch. I thought it was really funny. And
Yeah, I want to watch it.
Season 2,
but when I figure out how to get the subs in.
Yeah, there was another one that Funimation had at the same time that I was also watching. I just don't remember what it was. Oh, that came out at the same time as Horimiya.
Yeah. I still have to watch
Which,
Fuck.
dude, I fucking loved that. That shit was so good.
Horimiya about to change my life. I swear to God.
It was good. It was honestly a really good slice of life, which I know that just killed Dan from thinking about watching it. And if Sasha was there, it would have done the same to him.
Has Villainous wrapped up yet? Because I got to binge that too.
I don't think so.
Wasn't it summer season? Was it not summer season? For part 2?
Well, I mean, summer season isn't... Oh, yeah. But I don't know if it was only 12 episodes or what.
Should have been. As far as I'm concerned.
True.
I'm surprised we've had this much to talk about Tokyo Revengers, even for just 12 episodes.
Well, I mean, shit. I mean,
When
I know
it's
we
good.
changed how we do our episodes and everything, but like, yeah, when it's good, we can just keep going.
When it's good,
Yeah.
we're actually paying attention and actually watching it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody
shocker
likes
there.
this show, so it's good.
I'm assuming it's got 12 episodes out.
Hell yeah. I know what I'm binging tomorrow.
Oh, I want to wait till Sasha gets back before we try ending it. But is there anything else y'all want to mention about Tokyo Revengers?
Hina or Emma?
What?
What?
Main chick or blonde chick?
Oh, Hina.
Hima?
Oh, Hina or Emma.
Sorry about that. Wait, what's going on?
Psycho's asking Hina or Emma.
Yeah.
Emma.
Oh, let's hear it, boys. Let's hear it.
It's super easy for me.
I'm gonna say Hina as well.
Emma. She's spicy.
Dan, you don't mind the fact that she's trying to bang another dude though to like get you jealous?
She's
But the
spicy.
only reason she's doing it is because, to
Damn.
be fair, because she's wanting his attention.
Well, she wouldn't be jelly if I was there.
I'm just saying. It's a
But
bit
honestly,
extreme.
Like,
Bit extreme, in my taste.
Hina is the fucking... Well, I mean, that's not... Yeah, but it's not unheard of. It's not just... I mean... I don't know. It's a weird situation, but yeah, at least with Hina, like, pretty easy. Like, she's super nice, super caring. She, is attentive towards, like, hey...
She'll hold on to your trinkets after you break up with her, like 12 years later.
Like, you need to figure out what you're gonna do, because, hey, life is gonna happen eventually. Like, she gives a shit.
She's an anchor. She's the anchor type, bro.
Yep.
Also, any woman who's like, hey, this super fucking scary set of dudes is trying to take my mans, slap.
That's true.
Oh, yeah,
that was
She
a
walked up
ballsy
to Mikey.
fucking
She
move.
didn't give a fuck.
She gave not a singular shit.
And
just
she saw
walked up to that man.
all the bodies in the hallway and everything.
She
Yeah,
was just like,
she's
I'm
been in
about to end this
karate or
whole
taekwondo
move.
or whatever she said. She's been doing some type of training, so she good.
Man, I did karate for a bit. I still wouldn't fight dudes like that. The fuck?
Were your girl what you wouldn't?
No.
My girl, that'd be different.
Have to
I'm just saying.
reevaluate. Give
I'm
me
just
a moment.
That's when you just bow your head and say, I'm sorry.
Oh, there we go. That's the beat I'm hearing for.
It's that meme, dude. You know, this man slaps your girl's ass. What you do? What you do, Sean?
Like that motherfucker.
Fight that motherfucker indeed.
All right. Wait, Sasha, did you leave again?
God.
You motherfucker.
Damn it, Sasha. All right.
Damn, Sasha.
Okay, so
Which gang would you join?
Is that even a question?
dude, Takamichi's little middle school gang.
Hell.
Fuck that.
Fuck
Toma.
that.
She's the
You guys probably ended up hearing that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
oh,
clearly.
Yes, what a gang.
Wait, what happened?
They were asking. Psycho then asked, "What gang would you join?"
Tokyo Manji, easy. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What did you guys say?
Yeah, Tokyo Manji. I joke saying Takamichi's little like middle school gang.
The second year gang.
Okay, but what about pre-Takamichi interventions? We're talking our gangs in their base original states.
Tokyo Manji still.
Tokyo
Yeah.
Manji.
It's a
I
lot
mean,
more
yes,
open.
in the end they do basically absolve everybody, like absorb everyone, regardless. That is like their fate to be.
Either way, you end up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
Honestly,
part of us
yeah,
one
either
or
way.
another.
Either you start out Tokyo Manji or you're gonna end out.
Might get your
Tokyo
fucking
Manji.
ass kicked along the way, but yeah, you
You
still.
either end up Tokyo Manji or you end up fucking dead.
Yeah, might as well join early. Get some perks, some
Yeah.
benefits.
Yeah.
Get a cool
Get
jacket,
signed up for the dental plan.
401k.
Damn well. Better would damn well have dental, considering how often I'm gonna get my teeth knocked out of me.
All right. So, I think we're going to end up wrapping here. Next week, we are not going to be doing part 2. It'll be the week after.
So
I know.
for these 12 episodes,
We have our boy Sasha, who's going to be at a wedding this weekend, so we're going to push it back.
Oh,
So
that's
we're going to
fair.
do
That's
a...
fair.
we're going to find some discussion. We're going to do Psycho. If you want to...
No, Sasha,
do
tell
our
them,
next-
tell them to call off the wedding for 1 week. This is much more important. Tokyo Revengers, damn it. This isn't our trash isekai, okay? This is top quality material.
For once, it's not a fucking isekai.
But if you want to give us an idea for, I guess, another Dark Roast, I don't know if you want to do that.
Ooh, you want to do
It's
another
been a
dark
minute
roast?
since we
We
did
can do
that.
that.
Yeah, just if you got an idea for one, because I know you like doing them Dark Roast, and I mean, they're fun. They are a lot of fun.
I eventually need to join one of those.
But yeah, so anyways, if you wish to follow the podcast and listen to it in its podcast format, you can listen through Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Breaker, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Stitcher, and Samsung's podcasting. I don't know what the hell it's called. It's
anywhere
Samsung
that
Podcasting.
plays
Just-
podcasts, you can find us basically.
Fuck you, Dan.
Probably.
Let me finish my spiel.
You said you
Just
wouldn't
look
do
up
that
Cat News
anymore.
Podcasts. Fuck you two. Goddamn. Other than that, you can go to the Reddit, and it's just Caffeinated Weebs, and talk about some of the episodes, give us some memes, all that stuff.
Also some
Dan.
ideas.
What the hell is our Twitter?
At Weebs Podcast.
And I think on there we have our link for the Anchor messages pinned, I think.
I think we
Oh,
do.
that's good.
Maybe.
I haven't been on our
Clean and
Twitter in a
simple,
while.
I like it.
Psycho, what is our YouTube?
YouTubes. Should just be Caffeinated Weebs. You want to find some of our past podcasts in edited format.
Yes.
Plain
And
and simple.
Sasha, what is our Twitch?
You can find us on twitch.tv/Caffeinated Weebs Podcast.
Speak up for the audience in the back.
Oh, god damn it. You can find us on twitch.tv/Caffeinated Weebs Podcast.
Excellent.
Spell
Excellent.
Caffeinated Weebs Podcast. No joking, don't do
We
that.
need to spell it out.
No. No.
Anyways, I've been one of your hosts, Shawnee095. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at those same handles.
I'm Danbyytv. You can find me pretty much, same places, Twitch and Twitter. Yeah.
I've been
Wow.
psychometry with 3 Ys. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter, same handles.
That's the energy we like.
And I have been Sashasstreams. You
YMCA.
can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Sashasstreams.
You better get
All
ready,
right,
boys. I got an idea.
Oh,
Y'all
shit.
know what
we
it
got
is.
Dark Roast
It's
idea.
the 31st. So we gotta get spooky. You better get
Spooky.
your...
Wait,
Oh, shit.
are we going to do Dark Roast, or do you want to do like a Halloween type thing?
Oh, we're gonna
That's
do a
right, 'cause
Dark
it's
Roast
Halloween.
Halloween type thing.
Oh.
Oh god, that's gonna be
You
interesting.
you gotta break out your Nick Crowleys. You gotta break out your whatever that guy's name was, Scream or something. We're gonna talk about some of the darkest shit in Japan's history. We're talking
Jesus.
serial murders. We're talking cults. We're gonna talk
Yo!
about some interesting stuff.
If you don't talk
If
about
the
Issei
name
Sagawa, I'm going to yell at you.
Rikshio or whatever what it was makes sense to you.
Onshinrikyo.
Yeah, then you better get excited.
Please tell me you're going to cover Issei Sagawa.
I'll put it on the list.
Dude, Japan's first cannibal.
Oh, right, that dude.
Yo,
Keep forgetting what his name was. Let's do it,
Interesting.
boys.
Okay.
It's about to get spooky in here.
Yeah.
dope. All right. See ya next week for Spookies.